Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another Wednesday, which means it is time for another Nozz watches. Yes, oh, I miss Spider. Fuck you. Which so on the last episode, Wakavo met up with Grandma, and Grandma was very upset and blew her to shit. And apparently, in the web novel or whatever, it was a lot more detailed, and they actually had a little bit of a pseudo conversation before she got exploded. So I wonder if that's going to be shifted around or if we're just skipping it. Because I guess Wakamo can't speak Isekai anyway, so I don't know. But I guess my idea of who Wakamo is in the future is completely scuttled, so that's fun. But let's see how they get along, shall we? In 3, 2, 1, and go! I have updates. Would you like to restart Windows? Damn, girl, you really got busy, huh? Who's the dad? You can remember one who wasn't so obedient. Is Wakamo the one in white? That's kind of shit. If that's the case, that means Wakamo becomes a minion. A minion who barely fucking does anything. Uh, I'm hoping that's just another one of them. I am hoping that's just another misdirect. Because we've been misdirected like this before. But I guess we'll have to see, won't we? I I mean, maybe it's just because they didn't want to give away who she was. But, like, silent minion just hanging out in the background. That's not exactly the most, you know, protagonist things I've ever seen. Which would mean that the status of protagonist in the future goes directly to Schlain. And honestly, don't give a shit for his Dragon Quest bullshit. Fucking who died and made you, Obi-Wan? Yeah, it's because Wakamo fucking murdered them all. Like, there's probably no high-level monsters left. It's because you're on the top level, idiot. Okay, what's down here? What's the problem? Labyrinth what? Got something in my eye, dude. Holy shit. So why did Wakamo not get that? Or is it something that only stupid pinkskins get? Uh, hmm. Don't know about that one, mate. We're not gonna Oh god, that sword's gonna rust in its scabbard, isn't it? Oops. What the fuck? Like the weird bird lady. It sounds like you done got the cave of madness. Okay, so Queen Taratect is still alive, so which means that Wakamo never manages to kill her. Well, shit. Don't be so mean to Wakamo, you fucking bitch. Have we seen this moment? I don't remember that, but I could just be forgetting, honestly. It's an agent of chaos. I'm waiting for Oka to be like, "Oh yeah, no, that's a reincarnation right there." Like honestly, if they did run into it, would they be able to recognize that it's a reincarnation? I mean, Faye has telepathy, so she might be able to speak to Wakama. She speaks Japanese still, which I'm pretty sure she does. No, there's tons of shame. 100% shame. The whole point of running away when you can't beat something is to get stronger so you can come back and beat it later. You gotta beat you take the temporary shame debuff to come back later. I mean, if they don't run from Wakamo, assuming they run into her, which I don't think they will, depending on where she is, and if that wasn't a bamboo soul at the start, then she's not even in here right now. Clearly, you gotta take that one. Oh, those things? Adorable. That's a good thing you brought a dragon with you then, huh? fucking knife here is slowing them down. It's probably cleared out a lot, though. Oh, yeah, that would do it. So what are these nightmare vestiges? Like, is it something that Wakamo, like, explicitly did? Or is it just the fact that she's so fucking powerful that she's just, like, just a temporal at this point? No, do it. Do it, coward. Take the root. Take the root, idiots. Cowards. All of them. Some hero that turned out to be, huh? Damn. Maybe you should have taken the Wakamo route, moron. Hey, yo, Faye, you want to use your dragon bullshit and fuck it up? No? Also, smug knife here gets immediately blown the fuck out. Of course. Yeah, it's an earth dragon, moron. Why would you try lightning on something that's got earth? Use your water spells, you moron. Oh, nice to see her strength scales, huh? Like, you'd think that a dragon, like, turning into a humanoid would make it so that like their strength is proportionately smaller, but apparently fucking not. Well, that's just rude. Shot that dragon right in the dick, my dude. Also, dragons are gonna be a little uncomfortable in your presence, so you know. Hope you don't have any dragon friends. Damn, just farming a low-level dragon to get the title. Wow, amazing. It's time for Spoder. What the fuck is this? I like how one of them's got a blown out microphone. Holy shit. Wakama, I feel like maybe you should have taught your vestiges to be a little less cryptic, a little more, direct. I don't know. Don't know about that one. At least now they know that the nightmare is a reincarnation, huh? And the shit thing is the Baskath is gonna have to make his way back through the labyrinth all on his own when they get the other side. I want to know what this event looked like to the rest of Japan. Like a local school just fucking explodes. There it is. There's Wakamo. No, that'd be dumb, wouldn't it? That'd be actually dumb. I mean, because you just ran into him about like fucking like a week ago. Spooky is the vampire girl, right? That's the one. They're just bees. Just give a can of raid. Come on now. I love Katya so much. Now, who's holding on to her clothes though? Hopefully it's not. Hopefully it's not Schleim. Welcome to Dragon Air. No fetishes on board, please. Huzzah! Wow, they've actually. I can't believe it. It only took them like 10 years and they finally caught up with where Wakamo is. It's on fire! Yeah! Well, hey, at very least, I guess she gets to just hang out for a little bit, you know? Good thing there's no somatic requirements for that, huh? Also known as Gran Gran. You upset your mum, so she called in grandma. Oh geez, who would have seen that coming? Which would explain why in the future one, the implication is that she's a minion. Because it's literally the only one who can actually fucking kill her. That's a good point. Could she maybe move all of her minds into someone else's body and just, slurp it up? Like, what would happen, for example, if she managed to make a psychic connection to, uh, I don't know, let's say, for example, Schlein, right? And just went in there, slurped up his delicious brain, and then just sent all of her minds, including the main one, just in there. Would that be a body transfer, or would that just essentially be puppeteering? It's a valid question. Fucked up one, but a valid one. Uh, Let me guess, because Wakamo is going to be regrowing her body, we're not going to be spending any time with her for the next few episodes, are we? Can't wait. And she goes sleep. Oh boy. Oh. Okay, so if the main body dies, the parallel minds do too? Oh! Oh, that's fun! Slurp, slurp, bitch! You guys kinda suck, huh? Oh god, what if what I said is true and Wakamo is. This is the origin Taratech, but she just yoinked the body? What if all of the implied Wakamos are actually Wakamo and she's just parallel minds sent out on puppeteering? That'd be fun. That'd be pretty neat. Oh boy. All right. Okay. So we're gonna start with the stuff I like, which is a decent amount. Uh, God, I'm still trying to get used to it because in my mind, like criticism goes, like you start with the negatives and you go with the positives at the end as like a make the conclusion more positive. But apparently y'all don't like it when I do that. So let's do the positives first. I'm trying to get in that mindset, that that sigma mindset of doing the positives first. Okay, so okay, stuff I liked. So the bit at the start with the origin Karatech, I do like that a bit, and because it seems because it shows us where Wakamo is in the present, but also in the future it gives us some hints at who Wakamo is, as well as and those hints might just be a heckin' bamboozle, as well as telling us a little bit more about the origin Karatech and what her deal is. So very much on board with that one, honestly, because I feel like her just, shows up, blows up protagonist, leaves, while a fucking Chad fucking move, kind of like, I don't know, it doesn't leave a lot of time for us to, like learn about her as a character. So appreciate the fact they put that in. Um, uh, the Adventures of Schlane and the Chucklefuck Brigade in the Labyrinth. Um, while I still do not really care for the for fucking Schleim Arweis, the Savor of Hummins, all that much. I do kind of like how they were making through the labyrinth because it's just kind of like it's less so about them and more just like, hey, here's what the labyrinth is like in the 10 years since Wakamo left. Here's everything that's going on. It's honestly kind of safer, ironically. And here's like what everything looks like and how the changes Wakamo wound up making during her fights, how they, come about and how they change the environment. And that's pretty fun. And also how people react to stuff in the labyrinth. Like, used to be like, oh yeah, burn spider webs if you see them. But now it's like, no, don't do it. Like, it's really neat. And then we also got like a lot of lore about the nightmare of the labyrinth, and I really really like that as an idea. Just this like we learn about how Wakamo is perceived by the humans, like through basically legend and vestiges of her presence, not even her actual presence. Like that's really fun. I like that quite a bit. Um, Wakamo's vestiges talking to them, I'm very confused on that one, but in a good way. Like, I still not a giant fan of this time skip mechanic. Oh, pardon me. Like, I would rather just like have stuck with Wakamo until she got to the point where these people would have been this age and then have the human story play out. But since we have to deal with it, okay, fine. Um, the vestiges that I'm still wondering like how much control does Wakamo have over them, and what all is going on this one. I didn't even know they could talk, honestly. Right, it says they have telepathy, which is a skill that Wakamo up to this point does not have. It means that Wakamo definitely gets the ability at some point, so that's fun. Unless that wasn't Wakamo, but everyone was saying their vestiges, so I'm just going to assume that the guy who leads the adventuring party through the labyrinth knows what the fuck he's talking about. Um, the fight against the dragon was kind of neat. Choreography wise, it was a little lame, and it really does reek of, hey, we wanted to get this done snappy. It's yeah, like it's mostly just like fireballs hit the dragon and it recoils, which is all right. It's a way to do it, and I guess like sword fighting a dragon is something that is really, really hard to get across, especially since, they aren't like Wakamo, where she's got all these mobility abilities and also, like, shit tons of magic that's very, very visually interesting. Um, it works well enough, and I think we're starting to feel the limitations, that or they're just not investing as much into the human side, which is fine by me. I would rather they invest more into Wakamo, but fair enough. Um, Shlain becoming a dragon slayer is all fit well and good. That's fine. The guide being all upsetty in his spaghetti was a bit like, because I mean, it was. I'm assuming that everybody was hearing the telepathy. Like, did none of that with him go like, hang on, reincarnations? What the fuck? Do you guys fucking know the nightmare of the labyrinth? What the fuck? Like that's what I was expecting his like reaction to that to be, but instead he's like, "Hey yo, don't touch the fucking vestiges, idiots." Despite the fact that I imagine the vestiges probably don't talk to people all that much. Like, the fact that they can should probably have been something that makes him go like, "Okay, yo, what the fuck's going on?" But oh well. The thing with Faye flying out of the labyrinth was all right, I guess. It was just kind of eh. Knifeir village is hopefully on fire, so that's cool. And just the whole thing with the whole ending bit there with the parallel mines jumping to the origin Taratech. I like that, and I feel like that's setting up for something, and I honestly cannot wait for that. Like that's gonna be fun. Yeah, all in all, it's a very, 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 very good episode, honestly. There's a lot of shit that I like. And the fact that I basically just went through, like, each fucking event and said what I liked about it, like, that, hey, there you go. It's not very, like, groundbreaking. Like, the animation on the human fights weren't all that up to snuff. Like, it was very much a what's the word I'm looking for? It was very much like it gets the job done, but like narratively it works really, really well. Like, we've got Shlain kind of having nightmares and about a weird bird person, don't know what their deal is, but then you've also got like him like thinking back to his like life in Japan for the first time in forever and being like, oh fuck, what's that about? And just like jumping around to Spooky and apparently a spider that was in the wall. Like, that's. I made the joke, but if that's Wakamo. I mean, I wouldn't imagine, right? Because Wakamo thinks she's Wakaba. But Wakaba's dead. So unless Oko was lying. That would be dumb. What if the spider got reincarnated? Oh boy, but I mean, we already know that Spooky is the vampire girl, so I'd be... but yeah, like all around, like it's good. Like, we've got like a lot of mystery going on. It's approached in a pretty good way. Then it just like the human side is just full of like mystery and shit, and it's like some Scooby Doo shit, but. It's not bad. It's not bad. It's not my favorite part of the show by any fucking means, but it's alright. And seeing as we're probably going to be stuck with these assholes for the next couple episodes while Wakamo's body regens, I guess it's fine. But overall, it's not bad. Negatives. I mean, I already said, like, the animation is not as good as for Wakamo, and I imagine that's probably a cost-saving measure. I do wish we weren't spending so much time with the humans, but I suppose Wakamo was taken out of commission, so unless they time skip Wakamo forward till their body's fully grown back, I mean, the CG is still fucking awful. And I guess like the guide getting so upset, like once again, I am assuming he heard what they were talking about, right? The guide getting so upset is a little like, come on, dude, what the fuck? Like, don't you have any questions whatsoever? No, all right then. But yeah, that's more or less it. Like, it's mostly just that the animation's kind of shitty for the humans, and the guide's kind of a dick, but I imagine he's probably not going to hang around for too long once they're outside of the labyrinth, so I guess that's fine. Schlane's a little whiny, but he's growing. Like, that's not really a negative, he's growing into himself, and that's fine. Yeah, all in all, I think I like this. I like this show. I like this episode, and it's pretty fucking good. Um, hoping we get more Wakamo in the next one, though. Probably not gonna happen, but oh well. That is, I think that's all I got to say. I don't think I have anything I've missed. So, let me know what you think of this down there in the comments. Whether you liked it, you disliked it, or you want to bring up something that I forgot to talk about, which is entirely possible. Oh boy. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, share social media, tell your friends, hit the share button down below, and if you want, you can always support me on Patreon, which is linked down there in the description or on the end card. And if you don't want to do that, do a recurring thing, there's also Streamlabs, which is linked down there as well. If you want more content from me, then I do try and post anime every day around noon Eastern Standard, and I also live stream every day. If you are watching this on the day it came out, then I'm going to be playing Metopia at 3 p.m., and I hope to see you there. Oh boy. As always, everybody, I am Nozz, and I'll see you in the next video, but most importantly, I will become a trash mammal today, and I will see you a rune.